must have fallen asleep at some point last night. I pulled the sheet off and placed it on the other side of the raft. The island is close now. Maybe another hour and I'll arrive. I began packing up what I could to make my arrival easier. I also noticed that my friends from the past couple days are gone. It could have been sleep deprivation, stress, loneliness, or a mixture of the three. Anyways, I don't have time to worry about that now. Once I land on the island, I bring the raft to the shore. A smarter person would have tried to set up a camp and a fire to alert someone, but not me. The black box and the radio were both stored with the rations, so I had hope someone could find me. I instead explored the island. It's fairly small, maybe a mile in length. Once I walked around the island, I decided to venture into it. I had a small cloth and used it to carry fruit I found growing along the island. Everything seemed fairly normal, except for the fact there were no animals to be seen anywhere, not even a crab on the beach. I continued to explore until the sun began to set. I went back to the raft and set up a space for me to sleep. I used the raft as my bed and used the sheet, some wood, and some rope to create an overhang in case of rain. During the night, there was rustling around my camp. I eventually got up and used my flashlight to find out what it was. I was startled to find a boar roaming around, looking for food. Probably. I slowly went back inside my sleeping arrangement. I have no interest in messing with a boar. I awake the next morning to what seemed to be an entirely different island. There were tropical birds flying around, monkeys in the trees, even a few stray kittens. I shared some of my breakfast with the kittens and explored again. The layout is the exact same, but the wildlife is now abundant. I suddenly noticed the figure of a human. By the look of them, it seems like they were a young girl, maybe 10 years old. I called out to her, but she ran off, skipping without a care in the world. I wanted to chase her, but I heard the sound of a helicopter. I looked up to see Lois and a team from Mar landing by my raft. Lois shook my hand and commended me on my survival abilities. Once I was on the helicopter, I asked why we left the girl I saw out there. Lois just handed me a file. MRN 3. Haunted Island. A small island in the Atlantic Ocean. Anything unfortunate enough to die on the island has their soul trapped there. Anything that appears living on the island is a soul from something that had passed on there. Unfortunately, the answer to this question only left me with more questions to ask.